Despite the fact that many EV stocks are losing ground, the industry as a whole is booming. What about NIO, and when will NIO recover? Stay tuned as we will be analyzing the stock. Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. Before we get into the video, don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure that the post notifications are turned on so that you never miss a video from us. Without further ado, let's dive in. As investors wonder whether the stock market will rebound from its present slump, electric vehicle or EV stocks may be worth exploring. It might be the case, as EV equities and other ostensibly high-growth names continue to suffer. It's not unexpected that investors are gravitating toward the market's leading electric vehicle companies. After all, electric vehicles are likely to be the automotive industry's next frontier. This is evident in the current race against time to limit global warming's effects. As a result, individuals wishing to energize their portfolios may consider now as a good time to do so, as the sector appears to be taking a rest. Despite the fact that many EV stocks are losing ground, the industry as a whole is booming. By 2025, EV sales should account for more than 30%. Meanwhile, Chinese officials are cutting EV subsidies for 2022 with the intention of eliminating them entirely in 2023. Furthermore, the Chinese government recently lifted a long-standing restriction, allowing complete foreign ownership of passenger automobile manufacture in the country. Investors in NIO stock are perplexed by the company's extended slump and wonder what the future holds for it in 2022. Despite the impressive outlook for the industry, NIO may face additional challenges due to tough competition and tight regulations. As a result, investors may wish to sit on the sidelines for the time being. NIO, a China-based electric vehicle company, was founded in 2014 with the goal of differentiating itself through battery swapping solutions, battery as a service or BaaS, and autonomous driving as a service or ADAS. Early in November, management released its third quarter financial results. Year-on-year or YOY revenue increased 116.6% to 9,805.3 million RMB or $1.5 billion. In comparison to the previous quarter, total EV deliveries increased by 100.2% to 24,439 units. The ordinary shareholders of NIO suffered a net loss of 2.86 billion RMB, about $443.7 million. It increased by more than 140%, owing to a rise in operating expenses. At the conclusion of the quarter, cash and equivalents were 47 billion RMB, or $7.3 billion. Despite the continuous supply chain volatility, stated CEO William Bin Li, our teams and partners are working closely together to secure supply and production for the fourth quarter of 2021. Meanwhile, the latest delivery numbers show a record of 25,034 automobiles delivered in Q4, up 44.3% year-over-year. The total number of automobiles delivered in 2021 was 91,429, up 109.1% year-over-year. In late February, NIO is scheduled to release its fourth quarter profits. NIO stock has a consensus buy rating from 26 analysts polled. In addition, 25 analysts have agreed on a 12-month median price target of $58.43, representing a 95% increase from current levels. The stock's 12-month price estimates range from $37.34 to $87.64. Its price-to-book, or P2B, and price-to-sales, or P2S ratios are 11.9 and 8.5, respectively, in the trailing period. The P2B and P2S ratios for Tesla are 37.8 and 24.7, respectively. To put it another way, despite the recent drop, standard valuation metrics still show NIO shares to be bubbly. The same may be said for the TSLA shares. Despite this, the company receives a lot of attention because of its potential for expansion. Consequently, despite the current unfavorable market attitude, investors may wish to keep the company on their radars in the hopes of purchasing it at a price of $29 or even lower. Meanwhile, readers interested in NIO stock may want to explore investing in an exchange-traded fund or ETF. The VanEck Vector's Low Carbon Energy ETF, the First Trust Nasdaq Clean Edge Green Energy Index Fund, the Invesco Pure Beta FTSE Emerging Markets ETF, the Crane Shares MSCI China Clean Technology ETF, and the First Trust Nasdaq Clean Edge Green Energy Index Fund are all examples. On 20th January, NIO was a glimmer of green among a sea of red for the markets, as an early morning surge was cancelled out by the closing bell. NIO stock rose 1.75% to $29.13 at the closing of the day. Despite the company's efforts to expand its brand globally, NIO's price had plummeted in the last year after being a stock market favorite in 2020. In 2022, increased pressure on growth and tech companies has pushed the popular EV sector lower, despite the fact that the idea is on the verge of being implemented globally. NIO's expansion plans include expanding further into Europe this year, with 5 additional markets on the horizon. NIO has hired Ralph Kranz to lead its rollout into Germany, according to KFZ Betrieb. Kranz is the Director of Commercial Operations at Volvo and has been in the sector for a long time. In his career, he has also worked for Aston Martin and Toyota, and he is a well-known figure in the European automobile business. At the next earnings call, which is expected in February, investors will be waiting for an update on the company's European development. On 20th January, the rest of the EV sector remained mixed, with Tesla stock briefly rising beyond $1,000 before completing the day at $996.27. NIO is currently one of China's most popular electric vehicle manufacturers. A second production factory is being established at NIO Park in Hefei as part of these development plans. The facility, which will assist in meeting rising demand, is set to open in September 2022. In conclusion, NIO has a strong product range and practical expansion methods. NIO shares, on the other hand, may see more pressure in 2022 owing to increased competition, higher operational expenses, and regulatory uncertainties. As a result, NIO stock might easily continue to fall below $30. Long-term investors may need to wait a little longer. Despite the near-term gloomy prognosis, long-term demand for electric vehicles remains strong as countries ramp up their electrification programs in order to fulfill net-zero emission goals. Between 2022 and 2030, most EV demand predictions predict increased sales and market share. According to the International Energy Agency, or IEA, worldwide electric vehicle stock, excluding 2- and 3-wheelers, will reach 145 million units by 2030, representing for 7% of global vehicle fleet. EV 30 at 30, a movement endorsed by the governments of Canada, China, Finland, France, India, Japan, Mexico, the Netherlands, Norway, and Sweden, aims to sell at least 30% new electric vehicles by 2030. New energy vehicle, or NEV sales, including hybrid plug-in and battery electric vehicles, are predicted to reach 5 million units in 2022, up 47% from 2021, according to the China Association of Automobile Manufacturers, or CAAM. In China, NEVs are expected to increase their market share, with NEVs accounting for 18% of total vehicle sales in 2022, up 5 percentage points from 13% in 2021. Furthermore, government incentives are helping Chinese brands sell more passenger vehicles in China. As a result, Chinese brand automobiles' market share increased dramatically this year, reaching an all-time high. According to Fu Bingfeng, Executive Vice President and Secretary General of CAAM, sales exceeded 8.4 million units in the first 11 months, accounting for 44% of overall sales in the country at the 2022 China Auto Market Development Forecast Summit on 14 December. NIO is increasing its output. According to NIO, it delivered 10,489 units in December 2021, an increase of nearly 50% year-over-year. 2,782 ES8s, the company's flagship premium smart electric 7-seater SUV, 4,939 ES6s, its 5-seater SUV, and 2,768 EC6s, its coupe SUV, were delivered. In the fourth quarter of 2021, NIO delivered 25,034 vehicles, a new quarterly high and a 44% year-over-year growth. In total, NIO delivered 91,429 vehicles in 2021, up 109% from 2020. NIO share prices were projected to range between $27.10 to $87.33 in the 12-month period, according to 24 analysts polled by CNN Business, with a consensus prediction of $58.36. With this, we have come to an end. The content in this video is for educational purposes only and hence should not be considered as financial advice. We all know that the crypto market is highly volatile, and by the time you watch this video, the prices would have changed to a whole new level. So, all the financial decisions should be made after doing your wide spectrum research. Where do you think the prices of NIO will go from here? Also, make sure that you like this video, comment down your thoughts regarding this video, and also do not forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated about the latest crypto news.